breaking news. So we understand the breaking news this hour is that Richard Davis has decided to leave Brondy FC, and his next destination is off to Real Betis in Spain. We'll have more shortly. Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new episode on the channel. This is episode 11 of An Englishman Abroad, a Journeyman Story. As I just mentioned, we have been offered a brand new position. We have been offered the job at Real Betis. So I'm going to now accept the offer. It is done. Nope. So I lied to you. We're not going to see Brondy in the playoffs. We are off to Real Betis, but I thought I'd show you how we got on since we were last together. We beat Nordsjælland, obviously, in the last episode. And we had a mixed bag. We lost to Eifsberg, beat Randers. We drew with Odense, but we did beat Aalborg last time out. So I leave them comfortably in second place. And good luck to them in the playoffs in the Superliga. But now let's concentrate on our new club, Real Betis, currently sitting 14th in La Liga. Our objective is to finish at the halfway point in the table, so we should be able to do that relatively comfortably. We'll have a look at the table shortly. We've got up in reputation. We've gone up to a 3.5-star team, so the half-star increase. But they are a bit of a perennial underachiever, it has to be said, Real Betis. They've spent a lot of their time in La Liga, but they've spent quite a bit of it in the Segunda as well. And they've just recently lost to Chelsea in the Europa League, so I'm a bit gutted to miss out on that one. But hey-ho. Just to reiterate the perennial underachiever thing. So they last won the La Liga title. The only time they've won the La Liga title was before the Second World War in 1935. Their most recent triumph was the Segunda in 2015 when they were promoted back to La Liga. They last won the Copa del Rey in 2005. So yeah, they've not won an awful lot, but hopefully we can improve on that. And it's worth noting I'm not the first English manager that Real Betis have ever appointed. They've appointed 3 over their time as a football club since 1907. So we'll take a look at the guy that was before us, Quique Setién. I think the main reason he got the sack was he lost far too many games of football. 12 games he lost, 15 wins, 7 draws. They should be higher than 14th, to be fair. I think probably just inside the top 10, pushing for Europa League is the aim of the game for Real Betis. So he has failed to reach that, and he's gone. And I think this kind of reiterates what I was saying about the manager. They seem to win one, lose one, win one, lose one. They haven't won 2 on the bounce in La Liga at all this season. They've won a Europa League game and a La Liga game, but they haven't won 2 games back-to-back in the league all season. And look what we've got coming on the horizon. Real Madrid after Villarreal. That is a baptism of fire. Atletico Madrid are coming fast up the rails as well. So it's going to be interesting going forward. It definitely is. So here is the current situation in the league standings. Obviously, with all the defeats that we've had, we've not been able to get any consistency going. 8 wins in 25 games. Now, we do have games in hand on the teams around us. Eibar in particular, who are just in front of us. So I would probably count out a European place. Obviously, 6th is the last one that Real Sociedad currently occupy. But I think we can comfortably finish in the top half. You look at Alaves on 33 points in 10th. They are just in front of us. Only 5 points. But the thing that I'm more worried about is going backwards. We are 7 points off the bottom 3. Now, Getafe, forget about it. They are gone. But Leganés and Huguesta are savable, so they could easily get out of trouble. So we are 7 points off the relegation zone. We are closer to the relegation zone than we are to the European places, and that is probably why the manager was sacked. Transfer business wise, they were very busy, very busy. William Carvalho, obviously most of you will know. Marcos Rojo, Tom Cleverley and Said Kolasinac, all from the Premier League. So there are a lot of loan players at the club as well. I've taken a look at that already. Joel Robles, who played for Everton. But yeah, definitely William Carvalho stands out as one of the big players. Let's take a look at some more of them and pick and choose and see who we want to have a look at as to who could be quite key to us going forward. So we'll start with the man that's already been mentioned so far, and that is William Carvalho. He was brought in from Sporting Lisbon, and he's a very good player. I'm delighted to have fallen upon this one. Plays in the central midfield role, tackling a 16, teamwork a 17, positioning a 17. He will be the pit ball in the centre of the park. For flair and creativity, we look at Christian Tello, formerly of FC Barcelona. He's a winger. He can play on the left and the right side. Acceleration of 17 is a key thing for me. Pace of 16 as well. Off the ball of 16, so he'll get in the box, hopefully, and try and score some goals. He has got 3 this season in La Liga, 7 overall. So yeah, another good acquisition for the squad that I have inherited. Another good player is Marc Barata, centre half, formerly of Borussia Dortmund, but has been at Real Betis now for 2 years. He's currently suspended as well, which means he will not play against Villarreal. Heading a 15, marking a 16, tackling a 17, all key things you want to find from a central defender. So yeah, another good one that we can certainly work with. And a man that can hopefully put the ball into the net for us is Sergio Leon, an advanced forward. He's got 3 goals in La Liga this season. I think that's been a key problem as well for Betis. They haven't scored a lot of goals throughout the side. Finishing a 17, I can't understand why. Perhaps it's the supply line. Obviously, the way I like to play 4-2-3-1, we will get the ball into the box for him to hopefully put the ball in the net. He's only 5'10", so it's going to have to go along the ground, more than likely. But he's attacking advanced forward, and I love those because I use those quite a lot. We couldn't go through the players that are at the football club without mentioning the man of the moment, Joaquin, 37 years old. He is still going strong, and he's probably one of our better performers. In truth, he had quite a good Europa League campaign, 4 goals in the Europa League, 3 in the league. He's doing pretty well for 37 years of age. I'm not 100% sure if he's going to retire or not at the end of the season. That is something that is yet to be revealed to me, so we'll see that in the fullness of time. But hopefully he doesn't, because he's clearly still got some use. So it's always worth taking a look at the strengths and weaknesses as well. They create an impressive 7 chances a game playing the 4-2-3-1. And they're quite adept to playing 4-4-2 as well. We have an abundance of midfield players, obviously William Carvalho being the best of them. So there are a lot of positives to scroll through. Sadly, there are a lot of negatives to go through as well. So away form is something that needs to be addressed. Only 18th, so we are in the bottom 3 in terms of away form. Thankfully, the home form seems to be keeping us going. As I've already mentioned, 4 goals is our top scorer within the league system. He's not great at all. It's worth looking at goalkeepers in the summer by the looks of it, as well as the left back and the right back berths. The moment is about just getting us to safety, getting us to mid-table, and then we'll reevaluate next season what we want to do, whether we want to try and push on for Europe. That's probably going to be the aim for next season. So yeah, an unexpected twist to An Englishman Abroad. We have skipped Brondy. It was doing okay, as you've seen. You know, we were pressing on, but Real Betis is too strong a pull. I've always wanted to manage in Spain. Haven't done it ever in a YouTube series. I have done it obviously offline. Spain is one of the best leagues in the world, and it's a delight to be here. And especially with the squad that we've got some real gems within that bunch. Hopefully we can drag them away from relegation trouble and get safely into mid-table, and then we can look to kick on next season. So if you've enjoyed today's little job swap, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and would like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. That was episode 11 of An Englishman Abroad, a Journeyman Story. We will see what the future holds at Real Betis next time. It is probably going to be Real Madrid first up that you'll see. Before then, it is Villarreal. And I will see you next time for Real Madrid. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.